Imagine this. One day without warning, the sun vanishes. The bright, warm light that has nurtured life on Earth for billions of years goes completely dark. Panic ensues as people look up, bewildered into a pitch-black sky. What would we do? Are we doomed? Now let's take a deep breath and be clear. This scenario can't happen for billions of years. Our sun is a stable star, currently in the middle of its life cycle. It has been shining for about 4.6 billion years and will continue to do so for roughly another 5 billion years before it exhausts its nuclear fuel. As a star, the sun will go through several stages. In about 5 billion years, it will expand into a red giant, but for now we're safe. Humans have had a profound connection with the sun throughout history. Ancient civilizations worshipped it, from the Egyptians who built pyramids aligned with the sun to the Aztecs who held sun festivals. Our cultures have been shaped by its presence. Even today, we depend on the sun for energy, from solar panels to the very food we eat. Now let's dive into our imaginary scenario, the sun going dark. Picture this unfolding in real time. First minute, as the last rays of sunlight fade away, darkness envelops the Earth. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for sunlight to reach us, so for the first minute, people are still enjoying the daylight, completely unaware of what's to come. Suddenly, the sky turns black and chaos erupts. Streetlights flicker on, and people rush outside, bewildered and frightened. Animals sense the change, retreating to their shelters, while the world falls silent in disbelief. First hour. Within the first hour, temperatures begin to drop rapidly. The warmth we relied upon starts to vanish, and without sunlight, the average temperature begins to plummet. In just 1 hour, many locations drop to around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Panic escalates as people realize this isn't just a temporary blackout. Something is terribly wrong. First day. By the end of the first day, temperatures could fall to near freezing, around 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Photosynthesis halts almost immediately, and while big trees may not die off right away, their leaves begin to droop and lose vitality. The air grows heavy and the world feels different. Oxygen levels remain relatively stable for now, thanks to the vast capacity of Earth's atmosphere, but without the replenishing effects of plants, we can only hold on for so long. First week. As the days pass, temperatures continue to decline. After a week, many areas could dip to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. The oceans start cooling, and ice begins to form at the surface. Flora and fauna struggle to adapt. Many species face starvation as their food sources dwindle. Large herbivores find it increasingly difficult to survive, leading to a ripple effect throughout the food chain. First month. After a month, Earth's average temperature could sink to around negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. The Arctic and Antarctic regions become inhospitable, and the ice caps expand, reclaiming coastal cities. The landscape transforms into a frozen wasteland, and life as we know it begins to unravel. First year. A year without the sun means widespread extinction for many species. Some resilient plants may survive, but overall biodiversity suffers greatly. The atmosphere retains enough oxygen for a while, but as ecosystems collapse, the human population faces severe food shortages. Society begins to fragment as people huddle in makeshift shelters, relying on stored provisions and artificial light to survive. 5 years. After 5 years, the planet has become a shadow of its former self. Survivors have retreated underground, relying on technology to generate heat and light. The surface is a harsh, frozen environment, and the struggle for resources intensifies. 10 years. After 10 years, some species may have adapted to the new conditions, but human life remains precarious. The lack of sunlight disrupts not just our climate, but also our orbit. Without the sun's gravitational pull, Earth begins to drift into the dark void of space. We no longer have the stable orbit that has kept us in a predictable path, and the planet could start to wander through the solar system, potentially colliding with other celestial bodies. But here's where it gets even more unsettling. Without sunlight, Earth's gravitational tether is severed. We could find ourselves adrift, wandering through the cosmos, lost in the darkness. But don't worry. This is all a hypothetical scenario, and the sun isn't going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, we have billions of years left to enjoy its warmth and light. So, what do you think about this wild scenario? Do you have your own what-if ideas that you'd like us to explore? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know what imaginary scenario you want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending explorations into the impossible.